Ever wondered how chefs get those clean, boneless chicken cuts? Or how they make those fun little chicken popsicles? Today, I'm gonna show you exactly how to debone a whole chicken leg, a wing, a thigh, a wingette, and how to turn a drumstick and a drumette into a perfect chicken popsicle. Now let's get into it. Let's start with the easier part, the wing. You can do this two ways. Either separate the wingette from the drumette and debone each piece individually, which most people do, or leave the wing whole. First, I'll show you how to debone just the wingette. Start by separating the two parts of the wing. Feel for the small bump where the joint is and cut just beside it. That will give you a clean split. Drumette on one side, wingette on the other. Set drumette on the side for now. Using a long, thin, slightly flexible knife, cut gently around the bones of the wingette, separating the meat as you go. Take your time, don't rush, or you'll risk tearing the skin. Once you've worked around both bones and exposed the tops, start scraping the meat downward until the bones are free but still attached at the end. Now, just snip the end off. Not too deep, you don't want to lose any meat. And there you go, both bones out together, leaving a clean, intact, boneless wingette. Perfect for frying, stuffing, or grilling. Now, let's step it up a notch by deboning the whole wing. The process is very similar, just a few extra steps and a bit more patience. Start with the drumette. It has one main bone, the humerus. Run your knife around it to loosen the meat and scrape it down gently until the top is fully exposed. Don't remove it yet. Keeping it attached will give the wing structure while you work on the wingette. If you take it out now, you'll risk tearing the skin or meat. Once your drumette is loose, pull the meat back and switch to the wingette. Here, you'll find two bones, the smaller one, radius, and the thicker one, ulna. They meet at the joint. Slide your knife under that joint to separate them. Then, apply light pressure on the elbow of the wing to pop the tops of both bones out. If they don't come out easily, just check for a bit of meat still attached and trim it off. Once you can see both bone tops, carefully run your knife between them and around the sides. Again, keep the skin intact. Once you've got some space, start scraping the meat downward until both bones are exposed. Now for the fun part. Grab the smaller bone, twist gently and it should slide right out. It's fragile, so go slow. Repeat with the thicker bone. If a bit of meat is still hanging on, scrape or trim it off near the end. And just like that, your wingette is fully deboned. To finish, go back to the drumette. Scrape down the remaining meat, then cut around the joint to release the bone completely. Fold the meat back in place, and there you have it, a perfectly deboned, full chicken wing. Skin on, no bones, all flavor. Let's move on to the thigh. To separate the thigh from the leg, find the joint connecting them. Can you see this fat line? Use it as your guide. Run your knife through it and it should cut easily. If there's resistance, you're probably slightly off. Just feel for the joint with your fingers and adjust. You can keep the skin on or remove it, depending on how you plan to cook it. I'll remove it for this one and leave it on for the next one so you can see both pictures. Lay your thigh skin side down, and can you see this other fat line running across? That's your next guide. With the tip of your knife, make a clean incision along it to expose the bone. Cut around and underneath it until it's mostly loose. Once there's a gap, cut around both hands of the bone to release it completely. Scrape gently along the bone so you don't waste meat. Trim any cartilage. And there you go, a boneless thigh ready to cook. Save all these flavor-packed bones for stock. Don't toss them out. If you want to learn how to make chicken stock, click in the banner at the top right. Now, let's level up our game by deboning the entire leg. Again, follow that fat line along the thigh. It's your best guide. Lay the leg skin side down and make a clean cut along that line to expose the thigh bone. On this side, you'll also see another line, a faint one, running down the drumstick towards the joint. Follow that one too. Trace along both sides of the bone with small controlled cuts. Scrape gently to loosen the meat. Slow and steady is key here. Once the thigh bone is released, cut around the top to separate it completely. Move down to the drumstick. Same idea. Watch out for the small side bone near the knuckle so you don't tear the skin. Work carefully around the joint until both bones, thigh and drumstick, are free but still joined together. Now, you've got the fully deboned chicken leg. Trim any cartilage or tough tendons if you like, even though they soften up quite nicely once cooked. From here, you can stuff it, roll it into a ballotine or deep fry it. Up to you. Just a piece of advice, if you're rolling it, trim a bit of the meat from the thicker section and place it over the joint area to even out the shape. And that's it, clean, completely deboned leg, ready for whatever you're cooking next. Time for the fun part. The chicken popsicles. You can make them from either the drumstick or the drumette. Starting with the drumstick, skin on or off, your choice. Cut around the thin hand down to the bone. Trim the thick tendons and remove the sharp side bone by cutting around it and pulling it out. Then, scrape the meat towards the thicker hand to form the lollipop shape. To French the popsicle, clean up any meat left on the handle and trim the knuckle for a neat finish. You can also snap off the end of the bone for a shorter handle. And there you go, a butcher's classic that looks great, cooks evenly and never fails to impress. Now, the Drumette popsicle. Cut around the top of the bone to expose it. Remove the skin, otherwise it ends up inside the meatball. Then, scrape and pull the meat down, folding it over the other hand. French the bone again for a clean handle. This time, use a pair of kitchen shears to snap off the knuckle for a different presentation. If you want a perfect spherical shape on your popsicle, wrap the meat tightly in cling film and chill it for a couple of hours to set the shape. At this point, do whatever you want to do with it, but I would recommend coating with flour, egg and breadcrumbs and deep frying it. And you've got yourself a crispy, golden chicken popsicle. And that's it! You've learned how to debone a thigh, a whole leg, a wing, a wingette, and how to make 2 types of chicken popsicles. Try this out and let me know which part you found the trickiest. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and stick around for more easy cooking tips. Until next time!